Hello everybody, welcome back to the first video of 2022. Now in this video we have a review on the Lego Ideas Home Alone house. So this is by far the biggest Lego Ideas set that Lego has done so far, and it is priced at $250. And it has almost 4,000 pieces with 5 minifigures. Now in recent times Lego did make more like sets for Lego Ideas. They did approve more sets that are like TV show / movie related. Now before Lego did not do that, but I guess they probably realized that there are other fans of Legos that like just the creative building aspect to it and like detail. Now starting from the exterior, as we can see, this is a pretty big house. Now if you compare it to the Lego Friends, the apartment sets, it's about half of the whole set, or around one of the apartments. So this set is 3 stories high. Now if you do include the basement, that's I guess 3.5 stories. But plus we also do get the Wet Bandits van, and also the treehouse that Kevin uses to escape from the Wet Bandits. Now this set does have a very interesting, and I would say even a very good feature, which is this like wall opening, which gives me reminds me of a dollhouse, where you can open like one of the walls and see inside of it. Now this interior is not going to be as realistic as the Friends one, but I did put some fairy lights in there because it does look really realistic. Actually, I mean, it doesn't look realistic because it looks like just a mess of wires, but if you do close the house up, it does look very nice and neat next to the Christmas tree. Alright, well now let's look at the Wet Bandits plumbing van. As you can see, there's some excellent detail on the roof. I guess that's like pipes or something. You can see that's the driver's seat that can fit 2 minifigures, both Harry and Marv. In the back they do have some stolen goods, some gold sinks and trophies, and 2 crowbars. And we also have, I think it's Harry's police cap when he came to the McAllister house and he pretended to be a police officer. Alright, with the van out of the way, now that we can look at the 5 minifigures. Alright, starting off first, here we have Kevin McAllister. Now this is by far probably the most wanted minifigure in the set. Now he does have his usual smiley face, and he is wearing a Christmas sweater with some tan pants. Now he also has another face where he's screaming. Up next we have Kevin's mom, or I think her name is Kate. I do not remember that, but she has a nice winter jacket and I think short hair. Now she also has an alternate face that is actually similar to Kevin's. Yeah, moving on to the next minifigure, we have Old Man Marley. Now this minifigure, I feel like it's pretty cool that they included him because there's not that many minifigures that you can include, but sadly this minifigure does not have an alternate face, and I can see why they did that because he wasn't like one of the main characters in the movie. Now finally moving on to what the Bandits, here we have Harry. Now of course he actually does have his golden tooth that fell out, and he also has a nice jacket with a beanie on his head. Now he also has the same short legs just like as Kevin, because the actor who played Harry, Joe Pesci, he was almost the same height as Macaulay Culkin. Now finally we have Marv, who has his regular face, but also he has another face of the iron one, where an iron fell on him from in the basement. Alright, well, with the minifigures out the way, now we can finally look at the beautiful interior of the house. Now this house is pretty big, and as you can see, there's also a kitchen in the back. that kind of sticks out, but this house is pretty detailed. I feel like from the front it does have better details, but still overall it doesn't have any sides that are pretty bad. Now as you can see, you can take off the roof. It is pretty simple, and also the second story. And now we can look at the first story. Starting off from the front lawn, here we have some Christmas decorations, and here we actually have the first Easter egg, which is the statue that the pizza delivery guy would hit, and also the airport shuttle. Now on the door we have the hot door handle, which Harry touched. Now also in the front porch we have the McAllister doormat. Now opening up the walls of the front story, here we actually have a look at the nice interior. Now right now we'll be starting off with the like living room slash where the Christmas tree is. Now this room doesn't really have any seating, it's just where the Christmas tree is. Now starting off from the living room slash where the Christmas tree is, now we can see another Easter egg, which is the Michael Jordan cutout, which Kevin used to play like a trick on the wet bandits to think that they were home. And on the Christmas tree we have another Easter egg, which is the two turtle doves used in the second movie, which is a reference to Home Alone 2. And on the wall we have a picture of the Chrysler building, which is another Easter egg to Home Alone 2. Now in the back, under the Christmas tree, we actually have a Lego Easter egg, which is the picture, like a sticker of the set. So that's a pretty unique Easter egg. Now we also have the chair that Kevin ate ice cream and watched the Angels of Filthy Souls. And we do have a pretty oversized fireplace, but I feel like the details on this are pretty nice with the stockings and the Christmas decorations. Now on the side of the house, you can see this knob that spins. Now if you open up the house, that actually spins the mechanism that spins the Michael Jordan cutout. Now moving on to the dining room, here we have the dining room table. Now as you can see on the table we have the candles and the macaroni and cheese. Now the worst part of the set, I feel like, is these chairs. If you do move the set around, these chairs are gonna fall around, and cause they're not very secure in there, so that's one of the most annoying things of the set. Now next to that we do have the mannequin that was on the record player, so that's the other part of the mechanism. In the back we have the grandfather clock that rung 9 o'clock when Kevin was about to eat his macaroni. And in the right hand corner we do have a fan that sprayed feathers all over Harry. Now another play feature in this set, which also uses a Technic pin, is where Kevin slides down the stairwell with his sleigh. Now this feature doesn't always work. Sometimes it takes 15 tries, sometimes it takes 3 tries, sometimes it even works on the first try. This time it only took me 3 tries, which is pretty surprising, as most of the times it does take more than 3. But it is still a very interesting feature. And now let's look at the kitchen. So the kitchen and basement unit also can be detached from the house, and inside we do have a removable roof just like the other main part of the house. We do have a nice little fridge with some Easter eggs, which are these macaroni packets that Kevin bought at the supermarket. Now on the table we do have a little Nero's pizza box. One of them is on the floor for some reason, which is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be right there. There we go. We also have a nice sink, a doorway, and the flamethrower that was on the doorway, which burned Harry's head. We do also have the TV playing Angels with Filthy Souls, which Kevin used to play pranks on the pizza delivery guy. And we also have a microwave and the open box of pizza, which actually it's a pretty cool little build right there, you know. We do also have the main attraction, which is the laundry disposal. Here we have Marv with his iron face, and we're gonna test out the mechanism right here. So as you can see, you just simply launch it and it will hit him. Now you do have to place him in a specific spot, which is actually near that like sock sticker. That'll work every time. Now detaching the kitchen from the basement, we do have a closer look at the basement. Now the basement is also pretty detailed, but not as much as the rest of the house. We do have some washing machines and a tool chest and some drawers that can be opened. But the main attraction, which is in my opinion also oversized, is the scary furnace, which actually lights up. In our tour of the second floor from the stairwell, as you can see, there's some pictures of family members and the paint can which Kevin used to throw on the robbers. Now moving into his parents' room, we do see that there's a messy bed that was not properly put away, and we do see the alarm clock and also popcorn. Now the alarm clock, as you can see, says 12 o'clock, which is also another Easter egg when they overslept, and the alarm clock said that. Now also in their bedroom is a fireplace. Now that is actually a little hidden Easter egg, because you do have to pay attention in the movie. You can see the fireplace in the beginning of the movie where Kevin was like kind of annoying his mom or something. But moving back out into the hallway, here we have a nice little like table, but this is actually not just a table there, it does actually work. There's a little clip mechanism to make sure that the opening wall doesn't just, you know, open wide open when you're like transporting it. On the stairwell to the roof, we do have the tarantula, and in the bathroom we do have a nice little toilet, and that little red box is actually the toothbrush that Kevin stole from the store. Now we do have a little stool there for Kevin to use, and you can also recreate the scene where he's screaming when he put the aftershave on his face. Now moving on to Buzz's room, we have a BB gun on the wall and also a messy bed. Now we also have that very famous like shelves that Kevin destroyed, and we do have a table that has Duncan toy chest, which is also another reference from the second movie. On the wall here we have a picture of Buzz's girlfriend, but Kevin actually found it in the chest. So in the chest they did include a little heart there as a Easter egg, so to the original movie. But right here is actually a little play feature where if you pull this Technic pin on the back, the whole shelf collapses, and that's from the movie when Kevin tried to steal money from Buzz. Now moving on to the roof, here we're starting once again from the stairs. Now we do have this big spider net, and on this side table to the pull-out sofa, we have this sticker of the battle plan that Kevin used, and we also have this unnecessary gumball machine, which we only seen in the movie for approximately 5 seconds. And we also have the escape window, which Kevin used to escape his house. Now just like in the movie, we're going to be going to the treehouse. Now the treehouse has this rope attached to it, and you can also have Kevin go on the rope and slide all the way down to the treehouse. Now in the treehouse we do have one final Easter egg, and that is actually the scissors. And I feel like the treehouse is the most basic build of this set, but it still is it still adds to the nice aesthetic of this whole set. So here is how Kevin slides down. Now it is pretty fast, and I feel like it just works very nice, and you can actually have it in a way where Kevin would even like fully go into the treehouse. Now I feel like it barely worked for me. I feel like it only worked one time, but it's still a very cool little neat feature. So what are overall my impressions of this set? So this set is probably one of the most amazing Lego sets ever, especially if you're a fan of the Home Alone movie, and I feel like it does sit really nice next to a Christmas tree. So even, you know, if you're not a fan of Lego, you can always use this as a decoration next to your Christmas tree. Yeah, is this value for the set good? I feel like the price per piece, you do get a lot of pieces, and you do get a lot of like unique little stickers. The stickers are not the best thing ever, but you know, you have to deal with them. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this review of the Lego Home Alone set, and I will see you in another video. But until then, fly safe.